people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now, people, it seems like the message is getting out there. It seems like the fully Jamal, we are speaking about the persons that are always on social media and looking for their 15 minutes of fame. It seems as if the message is clear. It is abundantly clear. So, people, it seems like they are now taking heed. So, take a listen, take a look to this video, and then I'll give my piece.
Do this. And your police friend them try no say. Me and my friend them right up on the banks already zone. As 8 o'clock, come we go on our bed.
Angie Holness, me I talk to you. The whole of the police them, only me I talk to. Me tell you this. Me and the whole of my friend them, me tell you this. It's about 8 o'clock. Nobody can tell with nothing. We are going our yard.
So we see that this is a polar opposite video. The reaction is much different than the ones that we've seen on social media. We are speaking about in the past couple of days or past week or so. We see that this man is saying that he is taking heed. He is respecting the laws and the regulation. He is showing respect to the Popo. He is showing respect to the Prime Minister. We are talking about Andrew Holness and people. It is good to see because we saw that this copycat syndrome, it was getting out of hand. It was getting carried away. And we saw that persons were basically paying for their stupidity. They were basically taken in by the Popo and made to apologize. We are talking about publicly. So people, we see that this person, he is making a joke of the whole situation. However, it is more on a positive note. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the sister of dancehall selector, we are speaking about Futa Hype, and her name is Kerry-Ann Townsend. She did an interview with the Jamaican star and she said that she is concerned for her brother's health. And people, for those of you that don't know, he is currently in the Immigration, Customs and Enforcement, we are talking about ICE Detention Center, and he was picked up from early December 2019. So we are speaking about 3 to 4 months that he has been incarcerated. So basically she did an interview with the star and she said that she is concerned for his health because he is diabetic. And she wants the Jamaican community, we are speaking about persons living overseas and locally, to contact the Florida's governor and demand that they release her brother. Now I understand her concern and the fact that he is her brother. She basically cares for him. However, when we look at the situation that is going on in Jamaica, we see that right now the Big C is the priority. And we see that the Big C is reaping havoc. We are speaking about all over America, all over Italy, UK, Canada, Rete, Lele, even in Jamaica to a lesser extent. So therefore, when she wants persons now to contact the Florida governor and people, if we also look at the statistics, we see that Florida is one of those places that is hit badly as it pertains to the Big C. So therefore, Futa Hype being a resident of Jamaica and not even a legal resident in America, and worse, he is not a citizen of America, and worse, the governor of Florida has a priority, and that priority right now, we are speaking about the Big C. Futa Hype will be at the bottom. We are speaking about of his priority. He will not even attend or even respond to Futa Hype right now. So for people to call any kind of hotline or the detention center or ICE, more than likely they are not even going to get a response. So the point that I am trying to make is that if persons even call the governor's office or some sort of hotline, we are talking about immigration hotline, more than likely when they call, the people are going to ask Futa who, Futa what. They are going to ask who is this person and what makes him priority based on what is going on in America right now. However, people like me say, I understand that this is his sister and she is concerned because of his health, point blank and period. So anyways, after she contacted the Jamaica star, it seemed like they did a teleconference or a three-way call, and Futa Hype called in. And he said that because he is diabetic, because his sugar level is high, whatever they give him to eat, It basically spikes up his sugar level and it affects his diabetes. And he is saying that they only serve meat and rice and snack. And people, when you talk about snack, you know that most of those snacks, we are speaking about a very high sugar content. So therefore, that is bad for diabetes, or that is bad for anybody that has that type of condition. So he is now claiming that he is close to going in a coma from the shock of his diabetes. And people, if we remember, Futa Hype has a lot of health problems. If we remember, one time Futa Hype was admitted to the place of recovery we are talking about in Jamaica. So people, we see that this is a person that is not only incarcerated or locked up, he is also, it seems like the bad health is affecting him big time. And people, if we remember, Futa Hype was always on his life and he was always promoting some sort of alkaline or some sort of electric diet. However, he has to understand that he is now in the custody of immigration, so therefore he has to adjust. So therefore he does not really have any choice. Him have to work with the program or basically talk to the people in that institution and see if they can do anything for him, because the truth and the fact that if anything actually happens to him in the immigration or ICE custody, they are responsible. They can face a lawsuit. However, like me said, they are now under pressure from the big C. That is priority number one, numero uno, and nothing else counts, point blank and period. And while I understand that he is very concerned for himself, we have to also remember that thousands of persons are dropping out. We are talking about in America, and even more specific, we are talking about in Florida. So therefore, Futa Hype is going to be at the bottom of the priority scale. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. And people, I will be bringing some news items on that channel also. So therefore, I am going to pin the link in the description of this video. So people, please to go on the link and also subscribe and follow that channel. And also, please to subscribe to this channel. We are speaking about True Jamaica Buzz. And when you subscribe, please to press the notification bell or icon. And whenever you do, please press all in the option. So the next thing that is popping in the news that we see that a picnic, we are speaking about a boy that is 7. He was basically taken out after a truck that he was traveling in the back. It basically flipped over and it crushed him out. We are speaking about in a place called Belmont St. James. And based on the information, it is said that 3 other family members that were also in the cab of this truck, they were taken to the place of recovery. So therefore them get INJURED too. And based on the information, it is said that the truck was going up a steep incline and it basically started to reverse and it flipped over, and the boy was in the back with some construction material, and the material basically crushed him out. So people, we are speaking about a very bad situation, point blank and period. Now when we listen to a situation like this, we see that it is a second incident in a couple of months in which a little picnic basically lost his life because of recklessness. We have to think about a lot of these trucks. We are speaking about these commercial trucks that are running all over Jamaica. They are not proper for the road. We are talking about the brakes are good, the transmission are good, the tire are good. So people, we are speaking about recklessness. We are speaking about negligence. We are speaking about some irresponsible action. Because the truth and the fact that if you are a truck and you are not ready for the road, especially when you are carrying construction stuff, we are talking about some heavy material. You have to make sure that everything is in proper working order. We are talking about the brakes. We are talking about the transmission. And people, obviously, we see that this is not the case in this case. Obviously, we see that this sounds like this was an old truck, or the driver just did not know what he was doing. And the next thing that also comes to mind, what is this little youth doing in the back of the truck with some construction material? We are talking about steel, we are talking about cement, we are talking about black, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. While his family members were safely tucked, we are talking about in the cab of the truck. And just based on the report, we can only come to the logical conclusion that these construction materials, they were not tied down properly. So therefore the little boy in the truck, and whenever the truck go up the hill, everything slide down upon him because he is in the back. So people just imagine. So the point that I am trying to make is that I don't want to talk ill of persons, especially when they are going through something very traumatic, something very emotional. But the truth is the truth and the fact is the fact. A lot of these parents in Jamaica, they are nonchalant. They are irresponsible. They lack common sense. Because what do you do? Why would you let your little 7-year-old pitney stay in the back of a construction truck or off a truck with some construction material and knowing fully well that anything can go wrong on the road, especially as it pertains to these crazy drivers on the Jamaican road, especially as it pertains to some of these persons that are driving commercial truck that should not be on the road and should not even have a driver's license, point blank and period. So people, yet again, one more again, we see our next little pitney lost his life because of negligence and carelessness and because our persons have no sort of common sense, point blank and period. So anyways, that is my views and opinion as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.